Please write your attendance in the chat box. Just write your name or anything. Alright, so we'll start with entrepreneurial behavior. The study of entrepreneurial behavior is a search for answers to questions about human nature. Okay. Now, what can anybody tell me? What do you mean by behavior? Okay, so who can tell me what do you mean by behavior? When I say the behavior of a person or how that person is behaving, what do I mean by that?
The conduct of a person when they react.
Okay, conduct of a person or a reaction to something. Very good. Anyone else want to try? Alright, so behavior, as Ayushi has rightly pointed out, is the conduct of a person or how a person behaves in a situation, how he or she reacts in a particular situation or reacts to the surrounding environment. Okay? The study of entrepreneurial behavior is search for answers to questions about human nature. For example, it is relevant to ask what motivates a man to be an entrepreneur. Are you afraid to be different? Are you afraid to be different? Okay, so can you take risks with money, that is invest and not know the outcome, or do you know what if you decide to do something? You'll do it and nothing can stop you. These questions relate to entrepreneurial behavior and psychology. Okay, so any kind of decision that involves taking risk or starting a business or maybe investing money, any such kind of questions have to be answered in order for everyone to understand what an entrepreneurial behavior is, or how we can differentiate that or how can we identify, depending on the behavior of a person, if he or she will become an entrepreneur or not. Entrepreneurs exhibit various types of behavior. They establish high growth new ventures. I think हमने ये पढ़ा है. I'm not sure. Does anybody remember? I feel कि हमने ये पढ़ा है, और मे बी मैंने किसी और क्लास में पढ़ाया हो. I'm not sure. आपकी क्लास में नहीं पढ़ा है ना अभी तक हमने ये? So nobody knows? Okay, then we'll study. Okay, so entrepreneurs exhibit various types of behavior. They establish high growth new ventures. High growth new ventures means ventures, or ventures means businesses. Such businesses which have a potential for growing, for high growth, or have a high potential for growth. Then they shift resources, they add value to the product, they create wealth. Now, all of you may have studied in school in economics that There was a method known as the value added method of calculating national income. Does anybody remember that? Yes or no? Yes. So, the value added method explained that when a person purchases raw material and converts it into finished product, that person adds value to that product. Okay, that is why raw materials are sold less expensive than finished products, right? If you buy a kg of flour, atta, and you buy 1 kg of cake, the price of both of these products would be very different, right? Because flour or atta is our raw material, and out of that raw material we try to make the cake. Okay, and the cake is the finished product. So the person or the baker has actually added value to the flour and made it expensive. Okay, so adding value to the product, creating wealth. Under central bank functions, you may have also studied the creation of wealth or money multiplier concept. Every entrepreneur is responsible for creation of wealth in the industry. Okay, creating wealth means we invest money in the business and help it to grow. Okay, by earning profit, by adding value to the products. Okay, they innovate the whole economic system by initiating social, economic and cultural changes. Okay, so these changes help in innovation. Every industry or every business needs some kind of change or some kind of innovation or introduction of new aspects in order for the competition to keep going. Okay, they remain responsive to social change challenges of the times. Like us, like all of us, entrepreneurs face ethical dilemmas virtually every day of their lives. Okay, ethical dilemma means a situation where we cannot decide which way to go or which decision to take. In their lives, they have to face this every single day, because entrepreneurship is absolutely related to decision making. The entrepreneur is solely responsible for taking all the decisions, all the investment decisions, all the production decisions, everything. Okay, they do not they not only have a desire to earn profit but also care for the best welfare of the community. Okay, so entrepreneurs do not just try to earn profits, they also work for the society or the community. In the very initial class, we studied that the difference between the entrepreneur and businessman. Here you can see we studied the entrepreneur and businessman differences, right? So here we pointed out that a businessman is profit oriented but an entrepreneur is customer oriented. Okay, this means that a customer is important from the point of view that the entrepreneur needs to or wants to satisfy them, no matter if he or she has to go out of the way to satisfy them. Okay, so they also have to work for the welfare of the society or welfare of the community and the community is made up of customers, right? They try to understand the rising expectations of the society. Rising expectation means increasing. Every day we want new and new products to be introduced or to be invented or innovated in the market. they protect and heighten the interests of the society. Then, meaning of entrepreneurial behavior. Behavior is a manifestation of what a person thinks, feels, and acts. Now, behavior means how a person reacts, just like one of you pointed out that the way a person feels in a particular situation and how he or she reacts to that situation is known as behavior. The basic unit of behavior is an activity, means however we behave or however we feel is the way we act. Okay, every situation brings out an action or a reaction to itself from within us. In fact, all behavior is a series of activities. Okay, so in every situation we react to that situation and act upon it. Whatever the action may be, it may be to ignore that situation, it may be to correct that situation, it may be to get angry at the situation, whatever the reaction may be, but there are a lot of activities being performed in the entire if we try to explain all the behavior, it is a series of activities. Behavior is basically goal oriented. Now, goal oriented means based on what we want to achieve. Okay, so if we want to achieve a good result, we always have a good behavior towards that person or towards that situation. Entrepreneurial behavior includes the goal-oriented acts or decisions of an entrepreneur. The entrepreneurial behavior means the manner or way in which the entrepreneur deals with its total environment. Okay, so the manner in which an entrepreneur deals with its total environment, internal and external. So the environment is obviously divided into two parts. We already discussed this part, that the environment is divided into two parts, which is internal and external. And an entrepreneur has to deal with both these aspects of the environment in order to understand how this activity takes place, or how the business is going to do in the industry. The entrepreneurial behavior is a view of or orientation towards risk bearing. Okay, so orientation towards risk bearing, innovation, achievement, goal setting, ethics, social responsiveness, motivation, challenges, and values of human society, and other psychological elements. Okay, so everybody understands what we mean by entrepreneurial behavior. Was there any part that you did not understand? You can ask. Okay, so moving on. Different thinkers have evolved different approaches to entrepreneurial behavior. They may be explained from the viewpoints of economists, socialists, and psychologists. So, various thinkers or various economists have given various types of behavioral aspects to an entrepreneur. These five types of entrepreneurs these five are the basic types of behaviors that have been noted to be present in an entrepreneur, which is economic behavior, innovative behavior, ethical and social behavior, psychological behavior, and last one is creative behavior. Okay. Next we come to the first point, or the first type of behavior, which is economic behavior. Economic behavior, Richard Cantillon demonstrated the economic behavior of an entrepreneur. Cantillon described him as a person who pays a certain price for product to resell it at an uncertain price. Thus, he assumes a risk. He uses resources for their highest commercial yields. The economic behavior of an entrepreneur was socially, especially dominant in 19th century. The classical economists treated entrepreneurs as the captains of industry, the risk takers, the decision makers, the individuals who aspired to wealth and who gathered and managed resources to create new enterprises. In sum, the economic entrepreneurial behavior can be explained under the following points. So we'll see the points. Uh, Firstly, economic behavior means how we understand, or how an entrepreneur understands the economic or the commercial aspect of entrepreneurship, or how we decide at what price to sell, at what situation, at what profit to sell the finished products. Okay. Let's see the points. Entrepreneur acts as the merchant adventure. He When we say merchant adventure, means a merchant is someone who does business, or buys and sells product at a profit. Okay, so this is what an entrepreneur is also responsible for doing. Then he manages large production projects. This is very self-explanatory. He is viewed as a risk taker. Now, from the very first class, we have been emphasizing how risk taking is important to an entrepreneur. Okay? Every business or every enterprise needs risks to be taken. Okay? These risks can be in the form of financial risks, they can be in the form of product risks, where we produce a product and we are not sure about how the response of the customers will be. Then he operates an enterprise for personal gain. He operates an enterprise for personal gain. Personal gain here refers to the profit that he or she is earning. Okay, so they operate because of the profit motive, or financial motive, or the economic motive is the driving force, or very important aspect of owning the or running the enterprise. Then he contributes his own initiative, skill, and ingenuity in planning, organizing, and administering the enterprise. Alright. So assumes the chance. Contributes his own initiative, skill, and ingenuity in planning, organizing, and administering the enterprise. So every entrepreneur is responsible for starting or initiating. Initiative means taking the first step, or starting something. So an entrepreneur is responsible for initiating the activities of an organization by investing his or her skills in the organization. Okay, So planning, organizing and administering the enterprise are responsibilities that have to be filled up by the entrepreneur himself or herself. Okay? He assumes the chance of loss and gain consequent to unforeseen and uncontrollable circumstances. Okay? So assume the chance of loss and gain. When we say risk taker, we have already mentioned that risk taking, the risk involves a chance of loss as well. Okay, when we say I have to take this risk, it means that we know that there is a 50-50 chance of whether we will succeed or we will get profit or we will get losses in that particular situation. So the entrepreneur tries to take calculated risk and uh, tries to understand through foresightedness how the uncontrollable circumstances can be dealt with, or how can which is the chance that we should take in order to get the profit that we desire. Okay, not every situation should be taken as a risk. Okay, not every risky situation should be dealt with. Okay, there has to be a calculation or a sort of there has to be a calculation or a setting, or we can say, not getting the right word I should use, we should say, we should be able to judge a situation correctly, whether this situation should be acted upon or should it be let go. Okay. Then the net residue of receipts of the enterprise after all costs have been paid, the retains for himself. So the retained profits or the profits earned by the entrepreneur is a sort of benefit or a price for bearing the risk of this uncertainty. And he has will to conquer in a competitive battle. So industry is actually a battlefield with all the fierce competition that is going on in today's world, and he or she has to fight in that battle and conquer the situation. He launches his own venture from scratch. He nurses it into successful businesses with his instinct for opportunity and sense of timing. Okay, so he launches his own venture from scratch. From scratch means from the very initial step. Every step has been taken by the entrepreneur themselves. Okay, and they try to nurse or take care or nurture the business and make it grow. In this behavior, economic incentives are the main drive for entrepreneurial activities. Okay, so the main reason for doing all this or being involved in all these activities is to earn the economic incentives or the profit that we will get at the end of the activities. Okay, so these were the points that help us understand the economic behavior of an entrepreneur. We'll stop here today and we'll continue again tomorrow after this. Okay, no, tomorrow we'll study MIS, or let's see, I'll see if we can how far we have reached in MIS, and if it's sufficient progress, then we'll continue with entrepreneurship only. Okay, is there anything that anybody did not understand in today's class? प्लीज़ आस्क मी नाउ। कुछ ऐसा है जो आपको समझ में नहीं आया हो तो बताइए। चलिए ठीक है, ओके। I hope everybody has written their attendance in the chat box. Is there anyone who has not written their attendance? Please write it now.